Welcome to Happily Ever After. This is
The
the
Raj
Raj family.
family.
Today it is going to be a very exciting topic because every time we did this, we were excited. So, we are going to share some fun things that we've done in our marriage to keep our marriage live and peppy.
Definitely, after you get married, honeymoon is a highlight. Some days you spend together and you just feel that, which was a huge thing we did after we got married,
Yes,
was our
yes.
honeymoon and doing some fun things. But also, we want to share the importance of not only focusing once in a lifetime to have that, but every few months have, even if it's just one whole day outing or couple days or traveling somewhere, to make it a point to spend time together.
Yes.
I'll start sharing what's the first thing beside the honeymoon that we did close after we got married. It was my birthday in March. We got married in December, and my honey, he prepared a very big surprise. It was a mystery picnic. I had no idea. He was telling me, okay, get ready, it's a surprise. And I was like, what should I wear? Is it something fancy, indoors, outdoors? He was like, it's going to be kind of outdoors, so dress warmly, but not too formal, but it's something you've never done. I was going crazy, like, what could it be? It's not a hike, it's not skiing, it's not going to the snow, it's what is it? And so I was really, really confused, but it was really exciting because it was something that we had never even heard about. So at this point, I don't know even what was it about. So then he was preparing, and how
Yeah.
was it for
And,
you?
and, and behind the scenes, I was making sure that you have no clue about it. And I was pretty sure because I was the one who was organizing all that. There was no other people involved that you know of. So it was helpful for me that way because you will not have any idea. And just a pro tip for men: women love anticipation. They really want to feel the surprise. And of course, don't flop get flop on that surprise. Make it a nice surprise, but anticipation helps women to have a nice feeling about it because they're going to look forward to something amazing, and that amazing should happen, and they will really appreciate you for that. So behind the scenes, I was trying to organize this whole thing. I came across this website called Fever, and they said they one of the options was having mystery picnic for couples and mystery picnic for friends and family. So I was like, this will be perfect for my wife's gift. So that is why I shared with you. I'm pretty sure you've never done this in your life before. And yeah.
Definitely it was new. So we got in the car. I was like, where are we going? And he was like, it's a couple hours. We're going to start reading. So they really guide you basically through a whole journey that you have to answer questions, and you are anticipating every step what's next. So they guide you step by step where to go, and then you need to grab a basket, and then you're going to go to this store and they're going to give you certain food. So basically many cities around United States and maybe even other countries, they are starting to implement this concept of mystery picnics and like treasure hunt, that it's planned. And so you pay a fee and they guide you, and then you go to a restaurant and they gave you like the wrap. Then you go answer another question and it tells you keep walking here or there and wherever, and then you go to another place and you would find the dessert, and then another place and they'll give you the bread and salad, and then another place and they'll give you a sandwich and a spread. And so we collected like a whole meal from like 5 different stores all over
Restaurants.
DC, little cute cafes with like Turkish food and that very unique. We were like exploring and anticipating what they're going to give us next. So you say, I come from the mystery picnic to pick up my thing, and they give it to you.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
Yeah. It is by the company named Amazing Co. under Fever. And they really did good with organizing the whole thing.
Yeah.
For me, it was kind of weird, but at the same time, as because for me also that was the first time. So as we kept doing it, it became more comfortable because you didn't have to tell much. You just have to go there and tell them I'm coming for this mystery picnic, and then they will give you the food.
Yeah.
So that was a unique experience for me as well. But I really was glad that it was a surprise for you. They do have it in different parts of this country, and I think they also have it in other countries as well. But I know for sure they have several places in the US. And also it is a way for them to introduce to us places that are not that popular, especially in DC area where we went, but they are beautiful places. I've been to DC several times, but I've never seen those
Like
downtown
cute
area. Yeah.
part of town and cute little stores in the middle of nowhere, but they're really special.
Yeah, and delicious food, of course.
Yes, yeah.
Of
So we
course.
had an amazing picnic in a beautiful park with our blanket and our little basket with all our foods. And so that was super special to just go out. And then he actually also reserved a hotel for a couple days in another
Uh,
cute little town, Annapolis in
yes.
Maryland. And so we just had a beautiful, like, 3 days of exploring new places, quality time together. And that really bonds you even deeper in the relationship, in your marriage. So that was one of the highlights. Something fun. And actually, talking about Fiverr,
Uh-huh.
is it?
Fever,
Fever?
fever.
Fever? Not Fiverr, Fivers. Fever, that place, I also once found an amazing like candlelight concerts
Yes.
that you can go to, and it's all with candlelight. It's the most romantic, beautiful thing. You have different type of concerts. I chose a Vivaldi classical concert. So check it out for fun dates.
Yes, I agree. Because that was a very unique experience as well. You don't have any light inside the main hall. Everything is dark. The only light you would have is from the candles.
Super
And
romantic.
yeah, and then they would play this music. People really loved. I really enjoyed it too. It was like, as I said, it was a very unique experience for me.
Yeah.
So that is something you people can do to keep their love fire burning, because it is all new experiences, and when you have your life partner with you, it makes a whole lot of
Yes,
difference
building
there.
memories is really what you can keep for the years to come.
Yes.
So, what was something else, sweetie, that we did that was fun?
Well, I would say another thing that we did last year was going to this place in Arizona. Never heard of it. And Debbie's aunt tells us that you guys should go and visit Sedona. Like, what is Sedona? Neither of you didn't know that either, right?
No.
Yeah, neither of us knew what it was. But then she told us, and Debbie immediately researched about it. Beautiful places, the rock formation, and
If
we
you like hiking, like that's the capital of hikers, basically, because it has like dozens of hikes
yes,
with
yeah.
beautiful views and colors and just an environment of nature, peace, and so it was amazing.
Yeah, and then we went to go and see a sunrise
Yes,
in
early in the
Arizona
morning.
on this place called, what was that name? Sugarloaf?
Yes.
Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf Summit. So we were kind of tired because we didn't get to go to bed early, but we still struggled and got ourselves ready.
It was worth it.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
worth
worth it.
it.
We were there. Interestingly, it was not just the two of us. There were others as well that were there waiting for the sunrise. And it was a very beautiful experience. You see the whole town.
Scenery,
Yeah,
yeah.
the whole town as the sun rises, everything is getting brighter and brighter, and the darkness is reduced.
It was beautiful. It was just glorious, like the golden colors of the mountains and just the fresh, cool air. Definitely, we went in beginning of December, so that was a very good weather. It wasn't super cold, but it wasn't too hot at all. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And a little tip, they do offer a lot of discounts in that little town if you just go and watch a timeshare. That was the first time, that was actually new, was our first time going to a timeshare event that is
Yeah.
like a 2 hours that you need to listen to a talk. They want to get you into getting, a vacation
Yeah.
package, get you into timeshare. But we knew that's what we don't want to do that because we've heard a lot of stories, that it doesn't work as they offer to you in the moment. So it
That
was,
people can decide if they want to
yeah,
take
you can
steps
decide,
or,
but
yeah.
we had decided together we won't get into the offer, but they just ask you to go and attend a promotional event. And if you do, then they give you resorts or jeep rides
Or
or,
even helicopter
yeah,
rides.
helicopter or hot air balloon. I think different of the very expensive things for like $35,
Very cheap.
which is like nothing. So just keep it in mind. If you have a little extra couple hours, you can save a lot if that's your goal.
Yes, yes. And also, I really enjoyed from there going to the Antelope Canyon.
That was
Whoa,
amazing.
that was amazing because it was not even in our plan. We were thinking of just visiting different places and go to Grand Canyon. And while I was searching for Grand Canyon to figure out how much to pay and all of that, and then we come across this picture that shows something very different, right? And then we both were like, what is this? So we click on that. That is when we found out that is called Antelope Canyon. So we
Right
decided
there in
to go.
Arizona.
Yes, we didn't want to miss that opportunity and we went. We took some nice pictures. The amazing thing about that place is you can take the same place two times and it will not be the same picture
You can
always.
take pictures, yeah. From every different angle, it looks like a different painting.
Exactly.
It's just so artistic. If you're into art, nature, history, that place, it's a must go because you can see the history of the flood, that it's proven right there. It was formed through like strong pressure
Pressure.
of like a flood, and it was then brushed with like strong winds. And you're like, that sounds like some historical events.
Yes.
And then you just enjoy the colors, the different rays of sun or light that go in. It's just so majestic. It goes by so quick. It's like an hour tour. You cannot go by yourself. It's a tour you need to pay for, and it's an hour, but it's so worth it. It's an experience of a lifetime.
Yes. Usually you have like 10 people in one batch.
Yes.
And they started every 30 minutes. So they are really busy there. But when you come out of it, you won't even believe that there is such a canyon inside, right?
Yeah.
It's all so narrow. And if you're just passing by, of course you cannot pass by, but if you're passing by, you will not know that there is beautiful
Yeah.
canyons underneath the ground.
So much in nature to explore. So exploring is beautiful in marriage. You do it together and
You build memories, you
Yeah.
create memories, and you have so many things that you do. It's not that expensive. You can do it for cheap, yet you will have beautiful experiences that you will never forget in your lifetime.
yeah, making memories, traveling is an investment in your relationship. That's how we see it. And as long as it's within our budget, we think it's an investment because we could decide, oh no, let's not do that, or we're going to spend money. But traveling, seeing new places, learning new things, doing it together is investing in our marriage.
Exactly, exactly. What is another thing that you really liked?
So I loved a special like date we did once together, and then we actually decided to include my parents. So that was like a double date. Double
Yes.
dates are super fun because
Yeah.
you get to enjoy with another couple, listen to their experiences, and just have fun. And both are in the same like event.
Yes.
Like in the same mindset. And you learn from each other and you have fun together. And so this one we actually decided to go to a Dollar General store that we had around here. We just went to a store close by, and we had a budget.
The rules, yeah.
The rules were you had to buy something in that store, and you can choose any store you want. We put a limit of five, right?
$5 each.
So $5 each. That was your limit. You can buy anything, but no more than that. And then it has to be a gift that it has a meaning. And then we had to come back home and with some like craft things, make a card that would be personalized for our spouse. And then in that card, we had to write why that gift was important to us. And also we had to remember 2 key phrases that our
Very good, yes.
that our spouse uses often.
Phrases or words.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the one that I used for you was imagine, right? Imagine. And there was another word that I used as well. I'm not able to remember right now. But it was fun because that date itself made us to intentionally remember what our spouse would use frequently.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you to think, what does my wife or what does my husband tell frequently? You know, like your dad would say, go for it.
Yeah.
You know? So that is all very intentional. The other thing is about the $5. I really like the $5 idea because you're not spending a lot of money just because you're going on a date. You can give a value to something even if it is not that expensive. When once you explain, okay, this is what it means for our marriage and this is how I see it,
Yeah.
it makes a whole another meaning. I remember a date I gave you a watering can, right?
Yes.
And I said, let this watering can be the one that waters our life together.
With the fruits of the spirit, something like that.
Yes.
It was super meaningful. And things that have meaning attached to them, they become so much more valuable and precious.
Yes.
And so creating those moments was very unique. And then we also had to answer different questions. So some of the questions we had in that activity as well, in that double date, was practical questions.
Yeah.
Like, for example, how can I be a better partner to you?
Yes. So when Debbie is writing it, she is writing to the question that I am asking her.
So it's basically, he didn't ask me specifically, but in this cards, he's asking me questions that I need to answer. So it's like he's asking me, how can I be a better partner to you? So then I tell him what I think he can be a better partner to me. What are some areas in our marriage that you think we need to work on? So I let him know what I think. So that way it creates like a check and balance, a little check-in. How are we doing? And helps us to understand. And what goals do you have for our marriage in the next 2 years? What are some things that you would like us to do more of as a couple? So it was like 10 questions, and we can post them in the description so you can get some ideas. But they were very helpful, and my parents loved it. Actually, they were like, this was so much fun. They were not so sure at the beginning, but then they were like, we really liked it. From 1 to 10, we would give it a 10.
Yeah,
So it's super
yeah.
fun to do as a couple or to do it with your parents as well or friends. And then the last thing we had was to do some vouchers of dates
Yes.
that we could redeem. So he gave me one that says, foot soak in Epsom salt water for 20 minutes, followed by a nice and soothing foot massage. Or, let me see here, take you out on a 4-hour surprise date. That sounds like super fun. So we can redeem those vouchers, and it just makes it like very meaningful.
Yeah, exactly.
And we didn't spend much to do this
Yeah.
at all.
It was, the money wise, it was very minimum that we spent. Maximum it will be like $6 to $7 per person. But the time that we spent was around 4 to 5 hours. Just the 4 of us
It went
trying
by
to.
so quickly.
It did.
I feel it was like 2 hours.
We were trying to understand each other, give the answers that we truly want to learn about each other, how I can make our marriage even special, or this and that. It was fun. It was
It
fun.
was.
And also your parents were very creative. They cut out
Yes.
different things. Your dad bought a small canvas and he painted on that, right?
Yes, yes. It's amazing. It's so encouraging because we encourage each other to keep doing things. And
Exactly.
even if you've never really invested on a out of the ordinary date, to do it once and maybe do it with some friends, it can be so refreshing, so like rekindling of the fire.
Yes, yes. Actually, that is the right term. I was about to say that. I'm pretty sure it rekindled the love in your parents too, awakened stuff because they really enjoyed it. Like I don't know, the word that your dad wrote. You remember? The word that your dad wrote, your mom would definitely recognize who wrote that. And it would have brought back sweet memories from their time when they were courting and then when
Yes.
they got newly married.
We need to do it more often, period.
Yeah.
Watering marriage will make it grow better and
Yes. Yes.
be flourishing.
Yes.
So those were
Absolutely.
some fun things we've done. A few of the things we've done that we really enjoyed and that helps to keep growing in that friendship and just keep it strong and fresh and alive.
Oh, I have one more thing to share.
Oh.
The date. This is when Debbie went to work and I had a free afternoon that time. So what I did, I took a nap, of course, and then I wrote down like a question. No, a task. You have 6 vouchers around the apartment that you could redeem, and whichever you see first, you will redeem that to be your whatever gift it is. And I wrote some nice interesting ones, and then I gave her the card. And I also there was also another one called as black card, which
Or a
means
wild card.
wild card, I'm sorry, wild card, where if she finds that all these vouchers are hidden in her apartment, she will have to search and find them. Of course, I kept it pretty easy. It was not too hard to find, except for the wild card, because I kept it a little inner where it will not be that easily found. But with that wild card, she can claim any one of the vouchers. It's not necessarily just the first one. And I remember I also stuck a couple verses, one on your steering, one on the back of the door of the apartment. And my wife, she starts searching. She found the first one. She didn't stop. That was not the end of it. She was like, I'm going to go find the other ones. Like, but the rules say only the first one you find. No, I'm going to find everything and I'm going to redeem all of them. So she found everything. She also found the wild card. And she's like, I'm going to redeem all these. How many did I give? 5, right?
5.
5? I love all these 5. I cannot not use them. So I'm going to redeem them one by one. So it was a fun time. It was like
Yes.
a fun game to have and experience and.
Definitely was super fun. I loved it. And everything he wrote on every single gift, like as an option for a voucher for a date, it was like, I love this and I love this. He knew exactly what was meaningful to me. So that meant a lot. And yeah, we just have to be creative and include it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, those are a few of the fun things that we've done, and we would like to know what are some fun and creative things you've done. Please share it in the
Yes.
comments, of course, and please like and subscribe for more videos. Also, if you have any other topics that you would like us to talk, please post it in the comments as well so that we can make videos on based off of that. Anyway, with that being said,
We will end for today. So until next time, we'll see you on the next podcast.
yes.